Hello and welcome back to Star Citizen. My name is evenleasesc, and today on 10 Minutes More or Less Ship Review, right behind me I have the RSI ZEUS MKII CL. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, welcome back to another review. Today is a awesome day because CIG decided it's time to let the Zeus loose, baby, and it is here. The Mark II CL is right here in front of you, and this one is the cargo carrying variant. They can all technically carry cargo, at least a little bit, but this one has the biggest amount of cargo carrying capability. So before we get into those numbers, I just want to let you know right now, everything I tell you is very subject to change because this is still the PTU build. So think of this as a PTU review and potentially, the review for quite a while, depending on if they change anything between now and its live release here within the next week or two. So another thing before getting into this ship, make sure you enter into the giveaway going on right now. It is going on, and it is going until October 31st, so Halloween. So enter into that for your chance to win a Terrapin, the turtle. It is quite an amazing little ship, so make sure you enter in that. Right down below, I'll have a link to that giveaway, and yeah, let's get into here the Zeus MKII. Now, the price of the ship potentially will go up, right, as every ship does when it comes to its live debut. But originally, it was $150 if you were to buy it on the Pledge store. Now, I don't know, it might get a bit more expensive if it does go up. That might become its like war bond, or maybe the war bond will stay what it was, and then this will be probably going up another 10 or 20 bucks. I know it wants to stay competing with the Freelancer Max, so they might not go up too much, but, expect it. Now, there is no in-game price as of right now because it's not going to be available in-game probably for a few patch cycles. Expect that, just like usual with any new ship. Also, right now, damage values for like my DPS segment, that's going to be kind of hit and miss right now as 3.2, 4.2. The DPS is up in the air. The new power triangle system has made it hard to tell how much DPS each gun really truly puts out currently. So I'm just going to speculate right now based off of 0.1 stats that the ship in front of you will put out approximately 500 to 800 DPS with the two size 4 Omsky 12 laser cannons on it. So it's a pretty good amount of DPS given the role of this ship. I mean, it's only got 2 guns for the pilot, and that's definitely not terrible. I mean, they're pretty big guns. Now, it's also got a remote turret on the bottom with 2 size 3 CF337 Panthers, allowing your co-pilot to go ahead and try to engage targets that are coming up below you and behind you and hopefully do a little bit of damage there. Very interesting turret placement with that, but I don't mind at all. I like that it actually has a turret. Now, past that, it does have 8 size 2 Dominator 2 missiles, which appear at the front of the ship, right where you see those little circles. Pretty cool little area. It does come with 8 of them, so that's pretty neat. I do like that. And then this ship has a pretty good amount of protection on it. For a shield, it has 3 size 2 shields, giving you 15,300 shield HP, which is pretty amazing. I think that's fantastic. A good amount of shield HP, and that'll hopefully keep your ship HP alive a bit longer. Given the fact that, surprisingly, this ship doesn't have that big of a health pool, sitting at 24,120. Now, again, these stats might change, and this is more or less just a preview of what this ship is, what it looks like. Its initial stats here in the PTU. This thing looks phenomenal. If this details what we can expect for all future ships and all reworks of future ships, this is just going to be such an amazing experience seeing what all these like the Polaris, the Galaxy, the Perseus, all these different ships, and those are just RSI ships that I named. Imagine the Odyssey, the Endeavor. I mean, there's so many different ships out there that are going to have so much detail because every time they release a ship, the detail just goes up and up and up. And that's just fantastic. Gotta love it. I'm going to need probably like a 5 terabyte hard, SSD by the time this game is fully complete. Now, past that, ship HP, which, like I said, not the highest amount of ship HP, but not the worst either. This does carry 128 SCU of cargo, and that is a fantastic amount of cargo. This ship is not huge. It's not a huge ship. It's got a pretty sleek profile, honestly, if you're looking at it dead on. It's definitely really cool looking. I can't, say that enough. But 128 SCU. That is a really good amount of SCU, and it can also carry vehicles in the back of this ship, but it can't carry certain vehicles. Anything like a Ursa, Nursa, any of that, you're not going to fit it. It's just not wide enough, the entry on the back of this ship, which is too bad. But you could fit a lot of other vehicles underneath that. So, that's somewhat good. I really do like the interior of this ship, which we're about to take a look at. Before we do, I will let you know this ship has an internal inventory of 3.68 SCU. So that means like if you go to your crew storage area, that's how much SCU you can put away for like armor, guns, ammo, stuff like that. Pretty neat. Gotta like that. That's a pretty big amount, honestly. This ship has a top speed of 200 SCM with a 400 forward boost and a 210 backwards boost with a top nav speed of 1000 and a quantum fuel tank size of 3,825. Now, she is not a fighter. She's not supposed to be extremely agile, and I'll tell you right now, she's not. She turns pretty sluggish. While she's sleek and she looks great, she's sluggish and she's somewhat slow. So if you're okay with that, then perfect. Because like I said, this ship has some of the best detail you can find in the game right now. I would hope so, given it's being brand new. Now, the ship does have a high EM rating, sitting at about 16,066, but that's actually pretty low compared to something like the Freelancer Max, sitting closer to 20, plus thousand on the EM. So I think that's not bad at all. So outside of that, let's go ahead and take a look at the interior. Like I said, those stats are all like potentially going to change. So don't, take it with a grain of salt. Actually do take it with a grain of salt, not don't. Let's take a look at the interior. So as you can see, I just entered at the rear here. Now, once you enter, you do have a very nice looking interior with a bit of like glass protection here over the hydraulics for your ramp. Pretty interesting. Then you got your ramp access to the side. And if you move on, you got some just paneling here protecting the sidewalls from any damage. And then you got some component access. If you were to go to these little buttons here, you just press F and open it on up. There is some of your components. Now, there is components thrown all throughout this ship. It's not just here in the cargo hold, which, honestly, I'm very happy about, because once we start taking damage with the engineering setup that's going to be happening, I don't want to see all my components die, in one hit to one area of the ship. So, but this is where a lot of them are. So expect, that to be quite interesting, especially if you have this cargo hold fully loaded up with cargo. Now, moving over here, you do have a weapons rack. This is one of two. This one here can carry a couple guns, a couple handguns, some ammo storage, stuff like that. Pretty nice. I think, like I said, the amount of detail they put into this thing is phenomenal. Just phenomenal. So let's go ahead and move through the first door access. As you can see, it's got this little area here. You can stand here and kind of look at everything. Or if you got this thing fully loaded, you ain't going to see anything. This thing's going to be loaded to the hills. So, you have a nice little fire extinguisher here too for the engineering mode that is coming. Well, not mode, but engineering gameplay that is coming here soon. There is one of the fire extinguishers. Now, if we make our way through the first door here and take a left turn, this is going to be where your crew sleeps, stores their stuff, uses the restroom, and basically just is able to relax on their journeys. So, right here, you got 3 beds and a nice little like table storage area. Maybe you could put some stuff, some photos, stuff like that someday. And if you go ahead and open this door, you'll see that there is the old famous bathroom here. This door has a timer, I guess. So when you click that button, you just got to wait your turn. There might be somebody in there, so maybe I'll just ring the doorbell here. Hello? You go to the restroom. Let me in. Okay. Well, that door worked earlier when I pressed open. It's brand new. Expect there to be something that's not working 100%. Let's go ahead and turn around. I do like the markings on the floor. Bathroom. Good to know. That or it just looks like a wall with potentially some sort of access. Please open. Please. Nothing? Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and turn around here and head over to the next area. Past me couldn't get the door to open, but, you know, I came back for a second try and it worked. Here's the bathroom. You got a nice little toilet here. You got a shower and a mirror or something with a nice little sink. I'm going to open this very carefully. Open. Oh, I expected that to come out a little bit differently. All right. And that would be the close toilet. And a nice little door panel here with a lock. Very nice, very nice. And you can turn off the light, get some mood lighting in here. Oh, wow. Comforting. Okay, back to the video. Okay. You never know. Those bathrooms, I swear, they are like just my arch enemy and they know it now. So looking to your right, you have a very sleek looking sink. Nice little area to set very little amount of items down. And you got a nice seating area here for 2 people because the third person is going to stand in the corner. You don't like that person. Nice little window here. I do like anytime there is a window, and I know there are some people out there who say that is a structural weakness. Well, that's okay. I like seeing outside of my ship. It is a starship and I want to see the universe, so I enjoy any window I get. You have a little bit of kitchen access here with some refrigerators and stuff like that, so you can store some cold items and drinks. Pretty nice. I do like that. A little area to make some beverages, food, all this nice little counter space, some storage areas that you're going to be able to store your stuff, potentially. I'm not sure how far that'll truly go, but it is just nice to see that it is there. Moving on forward. This is where you'd think, okay, now we're heading to the cockpit. This is going to be the cockpit. Well, surprise, surprise, it's not. You go through this door here, and you have even more space in this ship. This right here is some more components, including, you know, shield generator, battery, stuff like that. More over here, another shield generator, and a gravity generator. So, pretty neat, as well as an engineering terminal and a relay panel here. I like that. Nice hidden away behind a panel. Looks fantastic. When all these things are closed, this ship just very sleek, very nice looking, very RSI. It makes me wonder just how amazing the rework of the constellations is going to look. If it's anything like this, that is going to be super exciting. Right here is a fire extinguisher, another one. To the right of that, you do have an exterior ladder to where if I were to press this button, that ladder would pop out of the bottom of the ship and you can leave. Mercury Star Runner needs to learn a thing or two. Well, Crusader needs to learn a thing or two because the Mercury Star Runner is missing more than one interior. It's only got one interior. That's still something that kind of bothers me to this day. This one not only has one ramp, one ladder, but you also have an airlock right here that opens up on the side of the ship. So if I were to go ahead and press open here, let that do its thing. And you can go ahead and exit the side of your ship here and maybe even hop on top, take a look. You can close that there. This is just fantastic. This is phenomenal. I really, really cannot wait to see the future of so many, don't look at that, ships around here. This is just, oh, that's scary. Why does that have a flame symbol? Oh my gosh. Please, whoever's attacking me, do not shoot right there. But this is just great. I love the fact that they have so many entrances now. They don't want to hear from the community going, you'd only put one entrance, and that worked out fantastic. It looks great, and I love that. Having multiple is always a favorite to me. Moving on, right behind me, you do have 3 suit lockers, so you can go ahead and store a suit if you wanted to. Right now, obviously, you can't do that, but one day when we'll be able to, we are going to make these ships look so good. Moving forward, you do have a nice little door here that leads you to the cockpit, as well as some more systems, including another shield generator. Go ahead and close that up. You also have a fire extinguisher right here, which is nice. Always good to have it right by the pilot seat, right? Any of these systems start, blowing up on you. It'll be nice to have. Right behind you, you have a very big weapons rack area, including room for a huge weapon, which is fantastic. Having that firepower right in the cockpit, so if someone boards your ship, you can just get ready with that railgun and just blast them right through the back. Gotta love it. It looks fantastic. The detail is phenomenal. I am just enjoying every bit of this ship. This just looks great. Right here, you do have 3 seats. It looks pretty cramped, but it works. It really, really works. I'm going to go ahead and hop in the pilot seat really quick. This 10 minutes or less ship review turned into much more than 10 minutes. So, you know, please, yeah, that's fine. I know you're going to comment that it is not 10 minutes. That is all right. You guys are awesome. I love it. And this ship just deserves every moment of looking around. This just looks fantastic. You got a couple MFDs, including your holographic radar in front of you. Right now I have my radar systems turned off. A little bug in the PTU where if you have your radar on and there's a bunch of names around, it'll kind of lag you up a little bit. So MFDs are looking really good. I can't wait to see these progress over the next, couple months. These are fantastic looking, and engineering is going to also add to it. So very exciting, very good view. It's very RSI. It's got a lot of beams in your way, a lot of support paneling around. So but I do like that if you look down, you can see kind of around your ship, which is kind of nice. So when you land, you don't want to like land on a pack of Copians and then you're like just getting out and then you get mauled to death. So you can kind of see around, which is kind of cool. And then of course you got your co-pilot seat and everything. Let me take a look here and see about that tractor beam at the back of the ship. That should be controlled by a co-pilot seat. So let me check here. I'm going to hop in over here to this right one and see which access that this seat has. Hopefully, right seat, maybe the gun. We'll see. Let's see. Enter remote turret. This right here is the tractor beam. So once you enter that, you can go ahead and, use the tractor beam. I'm not sure if it's currently actually on the ship. I don't see anything. No target. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Let me see if I can. Oh, it is. It's there. Okay, I see it. Okay, so it's there. I just don't have anything to kind of, latch it onto. All right, well, that would be the tractor beam's positioning. Let me go ahead and hop into the seat of the gunner down below and see what that looks like. That's pretty nice. I like that. Having that tractor beam there is phenomenal. I can't wait to see other ships get kind of upgraded, hopefully with something like that, with more tractor beam access and everything, because I think having it more like that and not in a weird spot where you can't really use it, I always love that idea. Now we are in the other co-pilot seat, so let me see. Is there a remote turret here? There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Now, this here, like I said, it's 2 size 3 guns, so very nice. I can't wait to see just how useful this turret might be. But again, this ship just looks fantastic. What do you think of the Zeus CL for its initial appearance here in 3.24.2, the PTU? Currently, based off the PTU stats and kind of going over everything, I have rated this ship an 8 out of 10 because it is phenomenal, but the only 2 real negative things is its speed and its maneuverability, which I know has a lot of potential for change in the future here. So hopefully we will see some stat changes over time, and hopefully for the better and not the worst. Oh, this thing just looks fantastic. I can't wait, man. The Polaris is just gonna... Ooh, my back door's open. Excuse me for 1 second here. Let me see where that button is. Close exterior. Perfect. Okay, closing that ramp right on up. I cannot wait to see all the future ships that are slated to come out and all these unannounced ships that we're going to hear about here real soon. So let me know what you think of the Zeus CL down in the comments below. Do you have one? Because if you don't, after you've seen this thing all over the internet now, are you going to get one? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay awesome. Also, here's a list of people that are supporting me on my channel right now. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a subscriber. Thanks for being a viewer. You guys are truly just amazing. Thank you so much. Have a good one.